Today I'm excited because we've had a ton of different artists from all walks of life touching our stage today. But today we're interviewing for the very first time a DJ, and this DJ goes by the name of DJ Epidemik. So, DJ Epidemik, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, silly question, I'm gonna ask it anyway though, but what is DJing? Like, what does that mean to DJ?
To DJ, control the crowd motivator. You set the mood, you set the pace for the night. If you're in a bad mood, most likely everybody else is gonna be in a bad mood because you're in a bad mood. So you just have basic total control.
So for you, when you DJ, do you carry tons of equipment, or are you a minimalist? Do you use a laptop, turntables, or anything of the sort?
Well, it really depends on the situation. Sometimes if I don't have access to a car, you see me with a push cart. So I'm carrying equipment. Depends on the gig. Or sometimes I may have a controller, or if they have the equipment at the spot that I'm DJing at, so I just have to carry my laptop. So all depends. But I'm ready for all occasions.
So to piggyback off what you said earlier, I want to ask you, what does it mean to DJ? You immediately said that, I'm just paraphrasing what you said, but you immediately said that it's your job to set the tone of the party, because I know that when I go to parties sometimes, uh, it's always like, it's always the DJ that really sets the tone and finds the right kind of music to play. So when you enter a party or a spot, what factors are you using to judge how you're gonna set the tone for the DJ, for the party that you're DJing? Yeah.
Well, like it depends. Like for example, like when I go to my residency, I walk in like an hour early, then I see what they're playing on Pandora and see what the crowd reacts to. So then that's what it's based off of that. And then I look at the crowd to see like what gets them going. Like I'll throw on a reggae record and then I'll throw on a hip hop, or I'll throw on like a reggae song to see which one catches them, and whatever catches them, that's like the type of style that I'll just stick to for like 30 minutes and switch it up every 30 minutes just to give them something new, just to keep them going.
Did you ever have a time where you're DJing at a party or an event and someone request a song particularly, and you're laughing because I know like you have so many stories. I'll let you know before you answer that question. I'll let you know right now. I'm that guy that I'll go to a party and I'll request something that's not even related to what's going on. Like I'll go to like a reggae party and I'm like, yo, can you play some MOP and some Run DMC? So it's always like I'm always choosing something that just doesn't suit the environment. But you laughed right when I asked that question, so I'm gonna let you just say the first thing that came to your mind when I asked you that.
First thing came to mind is just the people that ask me for requests, and the thing, that doesn't drive me crazy when you ask for something like that's totally like off track from what I'm playing, because it'll just take me 2 or 3 songs to actually get to that request if I have the song. But it's just the most annoying thing about requests is asking for a song when you just walk in at 10 o'clock, and you want me to play the hit song out right now at 10 o'clock instead of waiting till like 2 when everybody's there and the party's jumping. That's the only thing I hate about requests. They want to hear all the new stuff first. I'm like, I have to save that for later, cause like I'm really strict on that. You play that one song. Once you play it, you can't play it again, no matter if they were there or not. So like I really stick to that rule of DJing.
So whenever you're in the booth and you're at a party, well, this is a two-part question. The first part is, how do you feel when you decide to play a song and literally every single person in there is just vibing and dancing to the song that you selected? And is there ever a time where you're playing a song and no one's really feeling it?
Um, yeah, it happens. It
Yeah.
happens. Um, it was another spot I was working at, which was like in the meatpacking district. So we unexpectedly got, a real Brooklyn crowd that night. So kind of caught me off guard. I really just really got my feet placed down in the club scene and stuff. So I did my normal routine set to try and test the water. So I played what did I play? I can't remember the real name. But when I played the song, all I heard was a roar of boos.
Really?
I played Fancy.
By Mariah Carey?
Nah, no, it was not by Mariah Carey. I can't remember. Rapper from Australia. I can't remember because like
Okay.
sometimes it just annoys me.
And what did you? All right. When
T.I.'s artist.
Okay, Iggy Azalea.
Yes.
Yeah, Iggy Azalea?
Yeah. Yeah. And I got booed for playing it. I got booed like I like it hurt my ego.
I like Iggy Azalea. I don't care what no one else says. I like Iggy Azalea. But my follow question for you is, what did you do to recover? I guess you could say after
I
people were
played Biggie
bullying.
Hypnotized.
Like, and you played it immediately after.
I played it.
Did you even did you even let the Iggy Azalea song finish, or you just say, you know, we're just gonna play
I
Biggie
just
right now?
backspin, play the effect, I dropped the bomb, and then went into Biggie. I was like, we're Brooklyn, and then that was it. And then everybody forgot about it.
No way. That's so funny. So I'm always really big about how artists develop their names for them being an artist. So how did you come up with the name DJ Epidemic?
It's interesting. Well, before I used to go by a different name, which I'm not gonna say. But when I did my first mixtape, it was when I was in high school. So I was contacting artists across the United States, different parts of the world, and there was an artist named Chris Ivory, and she had a camp out there that she was working with. Then she went to work with somebody else, a new producer, and the producer asked her about me, if she knew me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she came back to me, like, such and such asked for you, and you're like Epidemic. I was like, you know what? I am. And then I ran with it ever since. I just changed the seat to the K, and that's it.
Just contagious,
Yeah.
man. Just like spreading it out and everything. And you know, for me, you know, me personally, you know, I don't really know much mainstream DJs. So for people who are like, you know, either underground or mainstream DJs, my question is, who and where do you guys go to for inspiration?
Well, for me, it's like what inspired me was like first my dad, because he got me into music. Because when I was young, he also had me in the studio with him, and then he put me on to Erica Badu and everything like that. So then that comes with the variety.
Mm-hmm.
Then it comes down to the DJs that I follow. Even though, like, I don't follow their style. I just like the style and how they play. So it's like, like Red Alert for like how he mixes the old school. Then I have DJ Scratch, who how he cuts the record.
Mm-hmm.
Then Funkmaster Flex is his radio personality.
Mm-hmm.
So I incorporate different things like that, and that's what like inspires me. And then the swag of different artists like Fabulous, Biggie, um, Big Daddy Kane, and plenty more.
Mm-hmm. So where does your style fit in, and how would you say you're able to separate yourself from other DJs?
Um, I could say I'm pretty good at reading the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
When I really noticed that I'm different from like a lot of DJs in my circle is when I played a birthday party, and there was old people there, and there was young kids there, and then you had my basically like my generation, and I was able to get all of them to get up and dance together.
What were you
Do it.
playing?
I played the Cha Cha Slide. and
Okay,
I had
you
to do
can
it on my
never
birthday.
go wrong with the cha-cha slide. Yeah.
But I thought I didn't know. Played it. Then I also played the Macarena, so I just figured out how to appeal to like multiple generations. And even when I'm playing like old school recs like Outstanding and Gap Band or Frankie Beverly, I could still grab that crowd because it's just the energy. So it's just you play it at the right time when you set it up right. Everybody's gonna dance to it because they feed off the energy of everybody. So like when you have a big crowd, the crowd feeds off of each other. So if you have people sitting down in the corner, they see people over there turning up, they eventually gonna get up and be like, yo, I want to be as lit as they are.
Mm-hmm. And when you go to a party and you're just attending the party, you're not necessarily DJing, but you're attending a party and there's a DJ playing. Do you ever just sit there and think to yourself, okay, what could I do differently? All right, where is this DJ going? Because you have a different ear for listening to music at a party
Yeah.
versus me. I'm just like, okay, is this good or bad? But you as a DJ, you're like, you're a bit, more, I guess, critical. So you're like,
Yeah.
it makes more sense, you
Yeah.
know? So when you're going to a party and you hear a DJ, what are the requirements for you to be impressed by the DJ, I guess?
How they keep the crowd moving, how they
Okay.
interact with the crowd, and the selection of music and how they mix it.
Okay. So where do you see DJing going that it hasn't already been? Because I feel like it's a field that's been around for a long time, but at the same time it's still a field that's continuing to grow, and there's so many new innovative ideas that people just haven't even touched on yet. So and there's no right or wrong way to do it. So where do you see it going? Where do you want it to go? What things could be done differently?
Well, with the new technology that's out, it's getting real interesting. But the thing that I understand is always gonna be two styles of DJs. There's gonna be the DJs that's gonna want to be innovative. Then you're gonna have the DJs that says want to be in the clubs and spinning. So it's like two different things because you can't do the innovative stuff in the club because people's not gonna understand it. So you have to play it a certain way in the club. You can't do too many scratch. You can't be really too technical in the club. But like as far as like the battles and stuff like that, I think it's getting real innovative with the technology that they have coming out. Like in your laptop, you can control four decks at one time. So you have the option to play a acapella beat. You could chop up a sample right there on the spot and do a live. So it's becoming more performance based, even more like as if you have a keyboard player or a saxophone player or like a jazz band, how they all have their certain section, and the DJ could actually rearrange a song and practice a set to make it like a full performance if they want to.
Dope. So I definitely do hope to see more of those innovations take place. So in addition to you being the first DJ here at Mix 103X TV, you also taught me a little bit more about DJing, and it's really great to just have some newfound knowledge. So with that said, I definitely thank you for coming through.